Dr. H. Wainhouse is the Distinguished Research Professor of Theology, Law, Culture, and Archaeology at Faith International University and Seminary in Tacoma, Washington. He and his wife, Irina, have taught and directed many tours in the Mediterranean and Middle East, including Israel, Greece, Egypt, Jordan, Italy, and Turkey, particularly with the Biblical Archaeological Society. Dr. House has taught biblical and theological studies at several universities and seminaries during a teaching career of over 50 years and has written 150 articles and 50 books, including the Evangelical Dictionary of World Religions, The Jesus Who Never Lived, Exposing False Christs and Finding the Real Jesus, the Zondervan Handbook of Biblical Archaeology, Israel, the Land and the People, an Evangelical Affirmation of God's Promises, and editor of the Nelson NKJV Study Bible and Nelson New Illustrated Bible Commentary. Dr. House is the general editor of the Evangelical Exegetical Commentary Series, 44 volumes, with Logos, Faith Life. It is the knowledge amassed from these experiences, along with the assistance of biblical scholars at a variety of universities and seminaries throughout the world, that provides the information contained in his latest project, the House Visual Study Bible Online. Thank you for joining Archaeology and the Lands of the Bible with Dr. H. Wainhouse.
Greetings and salutations to all. And Dr. House is in the house again.
Once again.
I thought I'd give it one more shot.
At least one more shot. Okay, I gotcha.
No, this is an enjoyable time for me every week.
Awesome.
Well, that's good because it mostly is for us too. Besides, we like to pick on you whenever possible.
Absolutely.
I have always been picked on. I don't see why it should stop now.
No, and we don't. Well, at least we don't want to lead the way in stopping it. I'll tell you that.
No.
Now, last week we left off with Dr. House in the baptistry.
Ooh. In the shower.
Yeah. He's not all washed up, but he's pretty close.
Well, we can start there because I think there's something important. I have a pastor friend that went with me on a trip that you're looking at here right now. And he was so impressed with this particular baptistry that was done several hundred years, after the time of Christ. It was, but I think that was in the 4th century when this was done, but I'd have to check it to be sure. But if you'll notice, behind me, there are little steps and also to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And these were there deliberately, obviously, for people to walk down into the baptistry. And also a place, if you'll notice the side, where a person could actually be an assistant and also the pastor or priest, whichever, who would actually perform the ceremony. Do you see one problem with this according to how people baptize today generally?
Well, doesn't seem to be. Well, I guess it was deep enough, right?
It depends on how you do it.
Right.
You ever seen people grab a guy by basically the neck or the head and the
backwards,
so forth, and
and
you go, way over like that or something like that?
Dunk them, yeah.
They didn't baptize that way all the time. I don't know who invented that in America.
I don't know,
but you can lose people that way.
Yeah, you can.
And you believe it or not, I have seen people get so that they actually the guy loses his grip on the person. They go under.
Oh my!
So this right here is a method that I tend to follow anymore when I baptize. You're familiar with yardenit? You know the term yardenit over in Israel, right at the top of the Sea of Galilee. There's a place for baptism.
Sure.
As the river Jordan continues to move on down to the Dead Sea.
Oh yeah.
And I tend to take people and instead of trying to wrestle them down, I largely just have them to go down and then up.
Right.
Or at the very most, their head goes over and goes back up. In other words, the main thing is immersion, not that you can tackle them to the ground.
So you just want to get them all wet, but couldn't you just hose them down? Wouldn't that work as well?
But there's also something else to be said there. This is also a place that sometimes women being baptized in the ancient church were assisted by another woman who was administering within the church as a layperson. and so they would provide a little more, careful baptism. I'll put
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
That's a good word.
A little more modest. It was more of a modesty thing.
So I thought I'd take the time to explain why they have it that way and the baptismal procedures over the years. Remember, the Eastern Church, the Greek Church, which is where this is, they still practice immersion, unlike the Roman Catholic Church, which went to a sprinkling pouring approach. So, but the Greeks, I guess, because they had the word baptizo and baptisma, they knew what it meant. Instead of, just simply a ceremony, it actually was a particular process.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Out of the water and onto the rocks.
Yeah. Now, not right. So now he's no longer all wet. Now he's on the rocks. I see.
Now, do you know what that is? Do you know what that is?
It's a road.
It's a road. You can read. That's good.
I can.
Road in Philippi.
Oh,
But it's a very important road because it goes out of the actual city of Philippi and it's close to the Agora. Everybody knows what Agora is now by
Yeah.
right. So it goes by the Agora. If you were to look to my right there, and it takes you around and actually is a major road that goes across the area of ultimately Thrace. And we'll talk about that in the various cities along the way from Philippi when we go to that.
So Eric Piment says, take us to Macedonia and Achaia tonight. And then he follows up with, you have a lot of elbow room baptizing in a river. This one doesn't have that much room.
I tell you what, though, and I am not joking on this. There have been people baptized in rivers that got to go downstream.
Ooh. Wow.
I am serious. It's happened.
Oh, I can imagine.
And so you don't go downstream in that small one.
Yeah,
That's true.
That could be a little inconvenient.
Yeah, that is
Just
true. Yeah.
A little inconvenience, yes. Your baptismal person's like, hey, down the road. Yeah, downstream.
All right.
It's fine.
Next.
They drowned. They've just been baptized. They're going to heaven.
Exactly. Like immediately.
Now that's turning looking and seeing what I was seeing a moment ago. That's on the way out of town, out of Philippi.
Not a trash
They
can.
didn't have trash cans in the days of Paul.
Oh,
One to the left. And that road goes out and to the left and takes you down. You can actually go to Lydia from here.
oh, yeah.
As they call it. It's the place that Paul's convert among a woman who actually supported him in the area of what we call Lydia. But I don't think we have any photos on that tonight.
Prison in Philippi.
Have you ever wondered, you had who was called the Philippian jailer?
Yeah.
And this is what we're talking about. We're not thinking about a normal prison. It's a jail. But Paul was put there one night. Anybody know the story in the Bible?
Yeah, they Paul and Silas. Yeah, Paul and Silas were in jail, and they were singing and they were praying, and then there was an earthquake, and the jailer thought, "Uh-oh, they're all going to escape us. He's going to kill himself." And Paul said, "Hold on, I got a deal for you."
Sort of like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And
he is the one that then said, "What must I do to be saved?"
That's
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
That was the deal.
Pastor got it right in there. Great.
There you go.
Because it's a really an unusual situation there. I mean, this guy is concerned for his life, and finally, I don't know how it works in the Roman world with people that are jailers, but they went out of the jail and he got baptized.
Right. Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that people in the New Testament, as soon as they accepted Christ, they were baptized?
Right.
They didn't set it off for 6 weeks away. No, I'm serious on this.
Yeah,
because oftentimes we have practices that and it disconnects a little bit, whereas it was very connected in the time of the New Testament. You had how many people that were baptized on the day of Pentecost?
Well, and Dr.
3,000.
House, the example of the Ethiopian eunuch.
Right, I was just thinking about him.
Another one.
He said, "What's preventing me from being baptized right now?"
That's right. Baptism was immediately connected to the statement of faith in the New Testament. For some reason, we have separated them.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if we should rethink all of that.
There's a lot of things we ought to rethink, I'm afraid.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of disconnects.
My first baptism, I'll go on since this is here. This is looking inside the jail area. You can see there's a little bit more room there. And these are not elaborate. And of course, and again, in the days of Paul was probably more constructed in a better way. A lot of things take place over the centuries.
Sure. But is this like one cell right there?
Again, this is a picture I had taken. I took. I think there's a picture of me in front of it one place. So, but anyway, I took this picture, and I think that's all I saw there. I think I would have taken more had there been,
right,
if there had been more.
Well, I'm just thinking about the story about the jailer. He apparently in the story it seems like there were other prisoners as well. So.
Right, there were other prisoners. Yeah.
So there must have been other cells or other caves.
They didn't have private cells in those.
Also, they were all bunched together.
That's a good point. Whoever said that, probably
Dr. Williams.
Everybody didn't get an individual cell.
No TV and all that stuff.
Paul and Silas were chained together.
That's about it.
They were just dumped in there.
In you go.
The comfort of the prisoners was not a major concern.
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
No, it was meant for pain.
Good point. Good point.
That's right. That's what I was thinking. That.
Yeah.
Could have fit about 5 guys there, maybe.
Theater in Philippi.
Now, remember we said something about theaters in the ancient world. How do you decide whether a theater is a Greek or a Roman?
You ask it. No, I'm just kidding. The mountainside would be one for the Greek.
The Greeks tended to build their theaters into the mountainside. Yes.
Right.
The Romans tended to build something as a structure that set us by itself, actually.
Right.
Right. More freestanding.
Right. There you go.
Dr. House, I'd like to add something of interest. We've talked about theaters last week and this week. And when I was in Greece, I was amazed to learn that you could tell the population of the area by the seats in the theater. I think it was the number like 15% or 20% of whatever could be seated in that theater would then reflect what the whole population would be of the town. I think that's quite fascinating.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. But why would they have, for example, a theater to begin with in a city? What would they do at the theaters?
Entertainment.
Perform plays.
Yeah, entertainment.
I'm sure maybe some judicial proceedings took place there as well. I mean, not just in the market, but maybe if it were a more public trial.
What happened the night that Paul was in a theater with in Ephesus?
Well, it was a 4-hour deal where the people were screaming, "There's no God, but no goddess, but Artemis."
Right.
And Paul's followers begged him not to go there. It was quite a deal. And isn't that where? Oh, I can't remember. What was the name of the guy? The silversmith.
Yes, who was concerned about his business.
Yeah.
Alexander the silversmith?
No, that was the coppersmith.
Another smith.
A different smith, yeah.
This is where we found the word polytarch, which people said Luke had made up.
Right.
And, recent scholarship, so to speak. And that was found to be wrong. That Luke
Demetrius. We got a
Demetrius, that's right.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks.
Oh, Eric came through.
Absolutely.
That's good.
That's a walking encyclopedia.
Anyway, but you have the theater there, and the theater really, you did not, we think of something like that, but that was really their only real entertainment, unless you had a place like a hippodrome.
Right.
What would that be?
That'd be the racetrack.
Yeah, more of a racetrack. Yeah.
Yeah, and you find some racetracks in the ancient world. You find one in Thessalonica by the sea, Maritima. You also find another one that exists. The racetrack exists in a place called Jerish. Has anybody been to Jerish yet?
No.
Well, I thought you'd like to know. I'll be leading a tour down the way to a place called Jordan.
Jordan
has a big city called Jerish. It was Hadrian built a little gate there for everybody. So that's second century emperor, but they have quite a hippodrome there also.
Nice.
Anyway, this is a theater in Philippi. You can sort of get a feel for. This is only a piece of Philippi. You know, we've shown you some other portions of it.
Right.
Philippi is related to whom?
So it looks like that they're kind of putting this one back together.
Well, that's what happens actually. Eventually, as you do archaeology, you tend to try to reconstruct, and so take a look at it from that angle. Yes,
pretty cool. A lot of seats.
But now that we're looking at it here now, what does it tell you?
Oh, it's closer to the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Now, obviously, these things it takes a long time to reconstruct all of these kinds of things.
Yeah.
But it does. That's a very important part. I think I asked you a question last time. Who are the people who are the actors and so forth in theaters?
Slaves.
They were slaves. Don't you find that interesting? That today it means you're wealthy, and in those days it meant you're a slave.
Right.
So different approach.
Prestige for today, and not so much then.
I took some pictures around Philippi. Who is Philippi after now?
Philip.
Alexander the Great's father, Philip.
Yes, Philip.
Macedon.
Alexander the Great's father. And so that's who the city here is renamed after.
And there's some electric poles there.
Ancient electric poles, yes. And
they just hooked them up to Zeus.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. We'll keep moving rather than make total nonsense. You have a lot of these kind of things. These are columns as a term.
Right.
You really can't look and see the top of these very well. But even with the limited ability to look at it here, I would say that they're not Corinthian in nature.
No, I don't think so.
Don't look like it.
I suspect they're Ionic, but I wouldn't claim that directly. I just can't see it well enough.
Well, this one looks like it has like a flat top on it here.
Yeah, that makes me want to think that's probably what it is. But now somebody asked me about this the other day. Who is the person? Said, why do you got some fixation on restrooms? and the reason why I have these is because the fact is ancient restrooms were unusual.
Yeah, you could say
because
that.
they were frequented by both male and female.
Thanks.
And that's sort of an odd idea to us until recent days.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
but the ancient civilizations, this is how, obviously, you had public restrooms throughout the cities that you go to.
My goodness.
The only difference is the only place I've seen it is Ephesus, where you actually have an orchestra in the middle of the restroom where they actually played music as people were in the restroom.
Huh.
So did they have running water underneath or a cesspit?
You know, it is running water of a sort. They I wanted to go into everything. It's not a thing I really want to discuss tonight. But the point of it is, they did have running water that operated here.
Oh, I'm sure that orchestra was very scented.
So we'll just keep passing on. There are other things.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not fun. And it's down inside. Wow.
Archaeology in Macedonia.
Okay, so where is Philippi, by the way?
Pardon?
Where is Philippi?
Isn't it in Macedonia?
It's in Macedonia.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. One's a country, the other.
Oh, okay. And so Thessalonica, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now something's wrong there.
What?
Thessaloniki.
Go back.
Go back.
I may have
back
erred.
into time, huh?
Let me think just a moment, because something is wrong. The problem is the slide itself in Thessaloniki or Thessalonica here, because that's actually a place right in an area of Thrace as you look on the map, Nicaea. Okay, let's go forward.
Okay, so here's Eric helping us again. Macedonia is northern Greece near Thrace.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And Eric, you keep correcting us if there's a problem.
There you go.
But that is right. That's why I'm saying if you look on a map, you have Thrace that goes across, and right underneath that, in an area near the ocean, there is where you have Thessaloniki, they call it today, or Thessalonica. You have to actually go to the west and head north a little bit to move into what we call Philippi. So that's a little breakdown on how you look at the map. Notice this, though. This is Thessaloniki, as it's called in modern Greece, and it's there by the sea. That would be called what sea, by the way? Anybody know?
Not the Mediterranean?
Aegean?
Or yeah, either
Somebody
that one.
said it.
Aegean, she said?
Yeah, Aegean Sea, yes.
Okay.
And this goes on down. If you're thinking about Greece, you sort of put this thing upside down like this. That's the end of it. This goes way down until it enters into what is called the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, there you go.
So you have a number of islands there. By the way, modern Greece has access essentially to all the islands of the Aegean Sea.
Nice.
Versus Turkey.
So
that's I won't go into some modern discussions on politics and all that, but there's not a lot of stuff in Thessaloniki to look at, but there's a little bit. I think we have some, but this gives you a feel for the beauty of the city. This is modern, obviously, and the sea is gorgeous. I was asked actually to do a tour for the Biblical Archaeological Society, and it was a tour of all of Greece, across all up north, and then across and all the way through Turkey. So it's quite a lengthy tour, but you just find this area here has a small amount of archaeology to look at, but not too much. But it's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
This is an example, as you can imagine. Can you see back in that you have the Galerius, and what you have is these chiseling of statues that are inside the entrance.
Oh, okay.
Very common in the ancient world to do this. The entrance to the city.
Oh, so in here, you're talking about in here?
On the stone.
Yes, it's too far away to see the individuals.
So like reliefs, statue reliefs. And,
yes, it's a relief that's on the side of the entrance.
Okay.
There, a little better.
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
A little closer. Yeah. Now I can't in any way tell you who these people are that are on there.
What?
Yeah, I left that for you to figure out.
I don't really recognize him, so.
Yeah, I don't know. They all stoned to me.
Wait, hold on. That can't be Steve?
Could be.
Could be.
It's getting better.
Yeah. Closer.
Now, some of these kind of not inscriptions, but these cuttings are not proper to look at.
Right. Well,
They didn't care that much in the Greco-Roman world, though.
no, apparently not.
Keep on moving.
They're just look like they're just partying or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, they include, notice you'll have people on horses, you'll have all sorts of different activities that are going on.
horsing around as
And
usual.
sometimes you have just different kind of animals and people and dressed in different ways, sometimes with no dress. It varies about things.
You know, it's interesting to me is that this is all done by hand.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were really quite good.
Had to be.
You know how they did their sculpturing.
I mean, the proportions alone are very really good.
I know that there were some arches that were just freestanding arches, but with the looks of this, it almost looks like it was a doorway in maybe like the city walls or something. I wonder if it was.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying a while ago. This is sort of the entrance. And this is very common to do this way. They usually were trying to tell a story to some degree about the chiseling. They would be discussing battles or different kinds of activities that were going on.
Right. Endeavors from those people that live there or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, the White Tower, I went there, but there's not a lot didn't have a way to get in.
What?
So I didn't go inside of it, but at least I didn't see a way. And but it would give you a good view if you got at the top. But that's a famous tower there, but I really don't have the understanding of exactly what time period it is.
It looks way later than the first century.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe 12th, 13th century, something like, or even later.
Much later, probably 17th.
Yeah, it could be. It looks like a castle.
Somebody had a figure on that?
A figure? No, it looks like it's got a pole though here.
That does look like a place you'd put a flag or something, doesn't it?
Like
Yeah,
a fortress
flag
of some time. Yeah.
It looks a little different during the daytime.
Is that the White Tower?
It is.
Yes, it is.
Doesn't look that white to me.
Well, it's whiter than green.
Oh, it looks like a sandstone.
Yeah, right? It's like a tan tower.
Latte tower.
Oh, well, there you go. Had to be the caffeinated crew.
Caffeinated crew, yeah. That's the caffeinated crew. Yeah.
Well, I want you to understand that doing and studying archaeology is a fun thing to do.
Absolutely.
There's some interesting events. Matter of fact, in things that have been found, there are interesting events of how they came about being found. A lot of times, our archaeological evidence is by accident and not by design.
Right.
And one of the examples is what I was talking to someone, but I think before we started, when you go to Tel Dan, one of the more famous inscriptions we have is the inscription of Tel Dan, where you have something in Aramaic, not Hebrew, about the house of David the king.
Oh, yeah.
And that's very important because I know I had the privilege of spending all day with Avraham Biran, who was the man responsible as far as the leader of the excavation at Tel Dan. He was professor at Hebrew Union College, and we spent the day together. And I was commenting to someone before we started that I can't believe he let me hold the real thing in my hands for a few moments, because what if I dropped it?
Right.
But if you go to the House Visual Study Bible, there's actually a picture of Avraham Biren. There's a picture of me in that, and I look younger in those days. So you can experience that. But what you find is that they found that inscription at Tel Dan by a person working on the tour on the excavation, and just happened to kick a rock and notice when they did that there was an inscription. And then they started looking hard for it, and they found 3 pieces to put together that tells the story that. And here's the beauty of that story, I'll tell you. We're not until Dan here, but I want to tell you, these things happen. They were having a conference in England at that time in which there was a debate on the fact of David ever existed.
Oh, yeah.
And Avraham Biren was able to say, yes, he did. And somebody said, those Jews are so smart, they had to find something in Aramaic instead of Hebrew.
Yeah.
And so it demonstrated that it was really an important thing connected to the ancient world.
Sure.
It's something invented by a number of Jews. So that's just a little story. That's what Avraham Biren told me, this story.
That's good.
Okay, let's move on.
Well, I'm gonna bring something over here for a second.
Okay.
This is the inside.
Oh.
Of
the White Tower?
Of the White Tower, yeah.
Did you find that? I haven't seen that.
I just looked up for the history of the White Tower of Thessaloniki.
Good. Thank you very much.
And that's what came up. You've got the
ground floor.
What's it say about the year it was built, Don?
316.
Oh, it's been updated.
316, is that right?
Yeah.
That's AD, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's see what else. Here we go.
We have 6 floors and a balcony.
So first floor, second floor, third floor.
Why does the 3rd floor look like the Doctor Who closet but wood?
Okay, so the exhibition up here of some kind.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The 4th
That's
floor.
interesting.
4th floor has a lot of stuff.
5th floor, yeah, there's a lot of stuff up here.
Yeah. It's just not a thing that I'm that familiar with.
Yeah, so Wayne, you're gonna have to go and explore that a little more.
Well, next time we go to Thessaloniki, we'll be sure to go in.
Yeah, there must be a way to get in because it's like a museum now.
Yeah, apparently so. I've only been to Thessaloniki once, and so I went around the town there a little bit and saw things, and usually saw like marble inscriptions or something like that, or
cool.
But next time I go back, I'll spend a little time looking at it.
Roman Forum, Thessaloniki.
Ooh.
Okay, now, what do you think? What do you think this is? What's a forum?
Forum was sort of like think of it like a modern day, sort of like a galleria where you would have these different stalls and booths.
Yeah,
I think.
What we call like an agora?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
See, you've got these stalls here.
Yeah, separations,
Yeah.
Others across the way there.
Little.
They would have had shops and things in these areas and so forth.
Yeah, so it's like a shopping center.
Yeah, I think of a galleria shopping center sort of deal.
Yeah.
Little Roman mall.
Yeah, no J.C. Penney's or anything like that.
No.
Basically, it's the idea that's come back, sort of an outdoor mall. I mean, you see those now in cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, now look at this again and go back to the other.
Okay. You know what? And you got a theater too.
Yeah.
Mm.
But that's not the same one that we were looking at earlier.
No, this is much smaller.
Yeah, this is sort of an idea when you look at this. it's not exactly the same place. It's in a larger area. Unless we're talking about, I'm looking behind the theater. What do you think?
Oh, okay. Here's what I think, just for my
Oh, there's
opinion.
the three.
This, I think, is what we're seeing over
Yeah.
here.
Could be.
Could
Could
be.
be.
Yeah.
And then this is other surrounding areas of that.
Right next to it. Yeah.
That's a pretty small theater, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That might be what is called an Odeum,
Yeah, they're
which was a place for public meeting,
Mm.
sometimes
They're
carrying on law.
they're just for short shows, you know.
Yeah,
that's-
for small ones.
That's a fairly small theater.
One act play or something.
You see the distinction between the two. The theaters for performances and such,
Mm-hmm.
usually, and Odeons were really things that you had for public discussion issues.
You know, it may be expanded, Wayne, because it looks like this is construction going on here. So
Off
maybe,
to the side.
perhaps like these are window insets or door insets or something. Then they're filling in between them. So this is under construction right now.
Okay.
Mm.
I would suggest so.
Now, when I went to Thessaloniki, it was actually when I was doing that Biblical Archaeological Society, and we were going from the bottom of Greece all the way up to the top, to Philippi, all the way across Thrace, all the way into all of Turkey. So you didn't have time to look at everything as much as you'd want to.
Sure.
So, but that's something we'll have to explore in the future. You can see the entrances in and out, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, down the stairs.
And this is, by the way, if you go to Caesarea Maritima by the sea, built by King Herod, you'll see entrances similar to this kind of entrance. Remember, this is built not on the side of a mountainside, right?
Right.
This is built
On site or standalone.
Yeah, standalone. It's a Roman construction.
Yeah. So you have a little like a theater and then shops and stuff along
Stairs.
running alongside. Yeah, interesting.
Okay. Now you can see what a stoa is here. See the big column down the far end?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there would be all sorts of these columns. Now, this is sort of fun. Anybody know any Greek?
I know a Greek. He's got a restaurant.
Yeah, I know a guy, George Gaddis is one of my former students. He's a Greek.
Yeah. Stelle Thessaloniki, Kingdom of Philippi.
You can check that. Thessaloniki. Can you see that?
Yeah, up on top. It's a lot of A's and
Yeah, the word Philippou.
Philippou.
Well,
Thessaloniki
refers to the city.
Right. Oh.
Philippou.
Even gives us a translation here.
It's the tentative. It's the tentative case, isn't it? So it's Thessaloniki of Philip, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then the Basilicon. I think that was like the fortress or the.
This is the word for king.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So is this actually a statement about King Philip?
Pretty
sure that's so.
Philip.
Rulers of the city.
Now I can read the Greek here very well, but when they failed to find them, they dragged Jason and some brothers before the city authorities, shouting, "These men who have turned the world upside down have come here too." And Jason has welcomed them into his house and protected them. They all are saying things contrary to the decrees of Caesar, actually claiming there is another king, Jesus. They stirred up the crowd, and the city authorities have heard these things, and when they were security bail from Jason and the others, they let them go. So this is just another incident in the life of the apostles.
Somebody wrote that down, huh?
Wow.
When you think that the apostles were always anticipating this.
Yeah. And who are these people?
People.
It says grave still.
Well, they have a grave look about them.
They sure do.
People who need people.
People who need people. Yeah.
That looks like a man and a woman, doesn't it?
It could be.
Does to me.
I mean, not sure which is which, but yeah.
You can't figure that out?
Well, I think the one with more hair, probably the woman.
I think the one on the right's the woman.
Oh, do you?
I think you're right.
Oh, the features. Yeah. Okay. Now that I look at it a little bit more. I thought
And the hand on the person on the left is a masculine looking hand.
There you go.
I think you're right. There's also something else there I think I see, but we'll keep moving.
Here we are.
Now, Thrace is what goes across. Remember, we talked about that?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit below that is Thessaloniki. By the way, just because of saying that, I want to mention we have been studying in our Bible study down here in Texas. We just finished recently 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, and it's this is a church that just had very limited access to Paul, but very important theology that's taught in the passages.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to roll back here for a second because Eric made a slight update on this. And he said that the genitive means of Philippi.
Okay. But Philippi is named after
the king.
Philip.
Right.
But thank you very much, Eric.
Okay, now we're going to Berea. What's important about Berea? What did they say about the Bereans?
They were
Something
more
very
honorable.
important. Very important.
They studied the word thoroughly all the time.
Before you move on, let's say something. Guess who it is that Paul got to know in Berea? What kind of persons did Paul run into
The Bereans.
in ministry? Huh? Did I hear MJ in the background?
No.
No.
Okay.
Who did he run into in Berea, you said?
It's such an open question.
A lot of people.
Were they Gentiles or were they Jews?
Ah.
I think they were both, but Lydia was a Gentile.
I don't know if she was.
Hey, hold on. Before you say Lydia was a Gentile, why was she out there by the river?
Well, because there were some faithful Gentiles. There were some Gentiles that were attracted to the Jewish faith, just like Cornelius and these others that we've talked about.
So it's a special kind of Gentile.
A godly Gentile,
a God-fearer.
Proselyte of some sort.
People like Cornelius.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, but what you tended to have in the Jewish religion is that if you did not have 10 men to make up the synagogue, then you would usually go to the riverside where you had your meeting with the group of people.
Right.
That was pretty standard practice. And so we don't have much here on Lydia, but I've been there. They have a beautiful little chapel, and they have the river you can see. That's where Lydia was approached by Paul. But you're probably right that she probably was a Gentile, but she was adhering to the Jewish religion. In Berea, you have a Jewish synagogue, it's viewed. And that's something you can locate there. I've often wondered, because the thing about the Bereans is that they were scrutinizing.
Right.
What do you think about that, Pastor?
I think it's exactly what we do on Tuesday morning. We go over and over the scriptures thoroughly, trying to see if these things are true and how they apply to us.
That's right.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to examine, to ensure. Even the Apostle Paul was checked out.
Right.
Because what's the authority, Paul or the Scriptures?
Scriptures.
Well, Scripture, yeah.
See, the Scriptures are most important.
Yeah.
So,
So what I have here is Lydia was a Gentile who was a God-fearer, meaning she worshipped the Jewish God, but was not a full convert to Judaism. She was a businesswoman from the city of Thyatira who lived in Philippi, and she became the first recorded Christian convert in Europe.
and they call people like that. They call them. Now the term went away. Called disciples of the gate.
Oh.
And they were people that adhered to Judaism, but were not Jewish per se.
Right.
They're also referred to, Dr. House, as righteous Gentiles often.
That's true.
And in the book of Acts, chapter 17, it talks about some of that. In verses 16, it goes, while Paul was waiting for them in Athens, he was deeply disturbed in his spirit to see that the city was full of idols. So he reasoned in the synagogue with the Jews and God-fearing Gentiles.
There
so
it
they
is.
were God-fearing Gentiles as well.
Yeah.
And in the marketplace, so that must have been the agora.
But the thing is, Paul meeting in Berea is different from where Lydia and them were. They were out.
Right.
They were away from that area.
Right.
But Paul didn't mind being questioned because the authority was the word of God.
Right.
Matter of fact, because they questioned him, they were actually honored.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
very different than in many churches of today, unfortunately.
Some pastors today, I suspect, if they were ever questioned by their congregants, they would be offended by it.
Yes. Yeah.
But Paul was actually felt like, these people are really on top of it because they're questioning to see if it's so or not. They were commended for it.
Right.
Exactly.
Only if more Christians read their Bible.
I think that was the key for them.
Yeah.
So what is this?
Well, this is something that occurred earlier. We're going the opposite direction. Where was Paul? What was happening in Paul's life when this occurred? And by the way, he has Luke with him at this point to record it. Where did he meet Luke? Not at Berea.
Let's see. Trying to remember.
Now, I can be wrong on this. This is not something I checked out. Somebody correct me if I am wrong.
Let me see.
Because again, I have no concern about being found wrong if I'm wrong. So, but I think Paul encountered Luke at Troas. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. That's not the same as Troy. I was just at Troas and Troy the last few weeks.
Oh, both of those, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. The Apostle Paul and Dr. Luke met in Troas, where Paul began his second missionary journey.
The second one.
Okay.
Dr. House, can I add one thing here?
Yes, please do.
It might be of interest to the folks. When Don asked, what is this? That is a giant mosaic. It's huge. And I don't know if you can tell, those are made out of all these tiles up there. If that's what you were asking, Don.
Yeah.
It's a piece of artwork there in Berea. We pulled up in a bus and I got out, and this thing's enormous up there. And it's just thousands of pieces of little tile that are gold colored, etc., which is absolutely a beautiful piece of artwork.
Yeah. It looks fascinating.
What's it depicting? Do you know?
Yeah. The vision he had to go to Macedonia.
Well, who's asleep?
Paul.
It's not large enough for me to read it there. I can't see.
I just thought you might know. Because I'm trying to look and see what's on his left.
Yeah.
I would think that the right is probably Paul. But on the left is what? Is this a vision he had?
I think it's the vision, yeah.
Some kind of an angel? Or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't he say there's a man asking him to come over?
Yeah,
something like that.
Macedonia.
Oh, Macedonian call.
Mm-hmm.
The
Paul's call to Macedonia at Troas.
dream of the Apostle Paul to Orma to Apostolos Paulus.
Oh.
The top was Paul's
Sure,
dreaming.
pretty.
They seem to be depicting it as an angel who appeared to him. Although it's very possible that the person was Luke himself.
You're saying the guy lying down there?
No, that Paul is the guy lying down.
That's what I thought was true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks to me, as you look at that figure, it looks to me that's an angelic kind of being.
Right.
Or is something in a
He's
dream.
sort of hanging in the air there.
The text does not say that it was an angel.
No, it just says a
but
man.
That's how they've depicted it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a man from Macedonia saying, "Come over into Macedonia and help us."
Right.
Why do you think they put an angel there?
And right after
a dramatic
that dream is the first of the we passages.
Okay.
This is how we know that Luke joined them there, because as they leave Troas to go to Macedonia, all of a sudden instead of him, it's we.
We
so
sailed.
Luke is now included in the company. So it's very possible Luke is the person from Macedonia who said that to Paul.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Eric's pointing out that the name at the bottom there is Paulos.
Yeah.
I think we see in one of the coming slides here where you have the statement regarding the statement in the book. That's not it. No, that's not it. Probably there's another one. Where is that?
I wouldn't know.
Keep going. There's something. There should be one that's there. It is. If you read that right there, I think you have a closer view of that. But there's a statement about the fact of the believers at Berea.
Yeah, I don't think I can blow this up any though.
I think I have another one that has it shown up close. That's a synagogue that's viewed.
Nice.
At Berea. And that would have been possibly the place that Paul would have had connection with people.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting, there's another, there it is, that one we looked at.
Mosaics, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
okay, yeah. So there's the
one on the left and
one on the left right there.
Yeah, okay.
And then another one on the right. Maybe this Paul with Lydia, maybe, or
I think so, maybe.
Yeah.
You think that might be it, the water?
Yeah, probably.
Well, she's seated there in blue. Maybe that's her.
Oh, maybe.
Here, maybe. Yeah.
So that's after he goes to Macedonia.
I don't see any writing there. Continue on.
Let's go to the next one.
Oh, here's what I want to see. Yeah.
Apollos diatus in Berea. Edexenta to logon metapases protumias to kathemeran anacrimamtis tas grapsas. So Paul, on the people who are in Berea, they received the word with much enthusiasm. Daily to kathemeran, day by day, searching the scriptures. To see whether these things were so.
Now, if you go one more slide, you'll have a translation of it too.
Logos to theou enai dunamis.
There you go.
God is a power.
But I do appreciate you doing that.
I thought that was great. I thought that was very well done.
I thought it was great. Yeah.
You already did it. That's really cool.
You already did it.
There's a translation, though.
Well,
that they provide for people.
Too late.
That was fun.
With all eagerness, examining this daily,
yeah,
to see if these things were so.
Acts 17.
That's a strong statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they translated it correctly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. That was fun.
You can verify. Appreciate it.
Dr. House mentioned a men's group. We're in a men's group, and we literally wrestle with the text. It's so fun. There's maybe 10 to sometimes 20 guys, and we've done this over 25 years. And I feel like we're the Bereans in there. I mean, we spent today an hour on probably 6 verses, Dr. House, and it was great.
That's awesome.
Anyway, that's they're to be commended for the kind of things that they did. And of course, they are in the scriptures. More noble, more open-minded than those in Thessalonica.
They didn't beat him up and throw him out for dead.
Yeah.
Oh, not them.
So that's a great passage of scripture. I know all of us have read it many times, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it's a very important one.
Now here, hold on to that. Here we're going to talk about something. How many have ever watched James Bond movie?
Which one? There's like a whole series of them.
I know that.
He's trying to pinpoint it by the scenery.
But if you'll notice this one,
oh man,
there is a James Bond movie that actually has this in the background. But this is at Meteora.
The whole mountain.
If this is an amazing area, the only reason I point this out, this is so unusual, because awesome. When I took the group, I was talking about the Biblical Archaeological Society group. We skirted from the point of being in Athens and went up on the western portion of Greece instead of the eastern portion, which is where most people go. And we went to this area called Meteora. And when you get here, there's several of these available to look at that are built. This is like a mansion built on top of that piece of rock, and there's also real close to it a monastery that's also built. That gradually was built over a period of a long period of time, them bringing the materials up and down and up and down and up and down the hill. This is very high. It's not real short. But this was in a James Bond movie. I thought it was sort of interesting. Anybody ever remember seeing that besides me?
No.
I've
been to Matera, but I've never seen the movie. I've been there.
Okay, well you know what I'm talking about.
Was it? No, it wasn't Moonraker, was it?
Continue on here, but that's not.
I believe that's the last one.
Oh,
no, I guess not. Maybe not.
Yeah, I took a few pictures here. But it's just amazing, and the synagogue is a synagogue's not what I'm talking. The monastery is what I mean. This is nighttime view, if you'll notice.
There we go.
And
that's
this
the last
is similar to the monastery in Rome. How many have been to this in Rome?
Ooh, I've seen it in pictures.
If you're in Rome, and you go to where the train station is, and just turn around and walk back on the right-hand side for about 5 or 6 blocks, you'll actually come to this place. And they've got a big sign up, as you are, we once were, as we are, you will be. Reminding people that life is short and inevitable. These were monks that died over the centuries.
Wow.
And in this local monastery.
Wow.
I think this is one of the more fascinating pictures.
Yes, for your eyes only. There he goes.
Oh, good. People in the background. Is that Eric Permit doing all that work?
Of course. I was just about to say it.
Eric did it again. Yep.
He said it again. Villain's Hideout.
Yeah, for your eyes only. Been a while I haven't seen that one.
So you have the same kind of thing at Meteora. You also have at the monastery, and you also have this in Rome.
Yes.
Same kind of thing.
Yes. I quit my job to pursue a career in archaeology. Now my
that
life
really
is in ruins. You
can't help but standing there when you see this. It brings a lot of thoughts to your head.
Among other things, yeah.
This is also another way just to get ahead,
That's right. kind of a bony situation.
Ooh.
All right. All right.
It goes downhill from here, right?
It sure does.
All right. Keep it moving.
Nothing to see here.
So our thought for the day is an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yes.
An orange a day
Keep it moving.
keeps the postman away.
Yeah.
Basically, if you throw fruit at people,
They
they
go
stay
away.
away.
That's right.
Okay.
Turn the thing.
He's a turn the thing.
Well, it looks like it's 9 o'clock, and you guys have had too much fun.
Too much, man. Too much.
We always like to have
Now,
fun.
let
We
me
like
tell
to
you-
learn. We like to learn.
Let me tell you something.
We
I
enjoy
deliberately started doing this this webcast this way, with humor in it and looking at stuff and trying to learn together and use that procedure. Now, it could be done another way, in the fact of me just simply basically teaching about archaeology. But I think it's interesting for people to be able to explore themselves along with us. Is this going okay for you guys, everybody?
Right. It's
Absolutely.
enjoyable.
Very good.
I thought a little fun would be interesting.
Well, you got some interesting places that we see too.
There are, and there's far more to come. There's some really interesting places to come.
Can't wait.
As we heard this morning, a merry heart is good medicine.
Ah,
That's right.
That's true. That's
there you
true.
go.
And I want you to know that I appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of this. This has been
Absolutely.
exciting for me to do. And if you ever want to watch this, you can also watch it on my website, hwhouse.com. And I have all sorts of things there, including every one of these are being videoed and kept there as accumulation week by week. So in case you want to go
All
watch
right,
it.
his friend Les uploads them. I give them to him like tomorrow, the next day, and he'll put them right up.
Oh, cool.
On his
But
website.
just remember, everybody, if you make some super corny joke, it'll be out there in perpetuity.
That's exactly right. But here's the thing, Faber. You haven't seen our day show. We do serious topics, but we love satire. So, and that's one of the things that Wayne likes about being with us. Dr. Geisler loves being on our webcast.
Oh.
Dr. Williams kind of puts up with us. No.
I'm sure he pokes in there
Well,
somewhere.
you know what I found about Don Vino's site? It's the ending.
Oh, I love that.
And if you haven't watched his, and I've been on
credits.
your site how many times, Don? Lots and lots of times.
Bunch of times, yeah.
And they're always great times of discussing important issues.
Yeah.
But at the very ending, when they have the credits, I just laugh and laugh and laugh.
Me too.
And you'll have to watch the show to see what's going on.
Maybe you can put the credits next week. I don't know.
This is why all those skulls were grinning at us.
That's right. That's where they were laughing. Yeah, those still grinning.
All of you are a blessing, and I thank you very much. And so
Thank you.
We'll come together and finish some things next week and keep moving ahead.
It's been
All right. And you're going to have to let me know what we're doing next week. For anyone who's watching out there, we're going to end the stream now. But tune in again next week at 8 o'clock Central Time.
Yes.
All righty. Yes.